This is your girl JP, and you're watching jampotTV.
We are here in Winter Park, Florida at Salon Voxe, and I have here with me Master Cosmetologist Ibo Tirado.
Hi, y'all.
When did you know that you wanted to become a Master Cosmetologist?
Well, ever since I was a kid, I always was fascinated with beauty and hair and makeup. So I always thought it would be a good profession to get into because I kind of had a natural thing for it. So I decided, well, heck, why not do it? Even though I got beat to death, for doing it, I was like, hey, you know.
Okay, so the real reason I brought Ibo on the show today is because a lot of us women, we do not understand simple hair care. When to wash, when to relax, when to trim. What do you think is a reasonable time for, how often should I wash? How often should I trim? How often should I relax? Oh, and let's not forget, treating hair is very important.
The trimming, I would say, well, the washing. Let's do the washing first. You should
Okay.
wash your hair about every every 2 weeks is good. Washing your hair too much is not really good because it dries your hair out and it washes away too much of the natural oils of the hair. So it's good to do it at least every 2 weeks. Trimming, I would say every time you get a relaxer and probably 4 weeks in between just to keep it groomed. And treatment should be done after a relaxer, probably 3 weeks after, and then on your other relaxer again. And what was your other question?
I think that was it.
Oh.
Trim, wash, treat, relax.
And relaxing should happen every 6 to 8 weeks, depending on the growth of the hair. Because, some people hair grows much faster than others. So in the space of 2 weeks, your hair already starts to grow out. So I would suggest every 6 to 8 weeks.
What do you think about braids?
Braids. Braids. Well, when we talk about braids,
Well, I'm talking about braids with extensions, not just cornrows, but braids with caniculum.
Yeah.
That.
the braiding, I think it's nice and it's a creative art form. So I mean, I don't really knock it too much because it's creativity as well. But the type of hair that you use is what I don't really agree with because the man-made fibers against your real hair is really destructive. So if you're gonna braid your hair, I would suggest you use natural human hair. You know what I mean? Because there's human hair for braiding.
Right.
But most people don't use human hair for braiding. They prefer the synthetic fiber. And that is what actually really takes your hair out. It's really not good. Yeah.
For those of you out there who love your weaves, as I do, how often should I keep a weave in? Because I have known some people who keep their weaves in for 4 months at a time. So what's a safe amount of time to keep your weave in and make sure that the hair under the weave, your hair, does not become damaged?
I would suggest about 2 months the most. A month and a half is good. 2 months is kind of pushing it, so anything over that is a bit much. You know what I mean? Because your hair starts to lock. So, and I don't think you want that if you want to weave. So, it's good that you take your weave out and you get it redone
Okay.
after the 2 month mark.
Okay. So a lot of us full-figured and fabulous women, we tend to neglect our health because we don't want to sweat our perms out. We don't want to mess up our weaves, and it's hard to work out and to stay attractive. What do you suggest as maybe a workout routine, or how do I work out and keep my hair looking fabulous?
Well, a good time to work out, if you're full figured and fabulous like our girl JP here, you should probably work out in the evening times after you work, because that way you can rinse your hair out at night, but not wash it. Rinse it out, probably put in some conditioner, rinse out the conditioner, put in some leave-in and let your hair dry. If you have sit on the dryer, you go under the dryer for probably about 20-30 minutes, let the water get out, and then you do your thing. But the washing every day, definitely a no-no. Because if you're having a weave, how are you gonna wash your hair every day if you exercise?
Right. And I can imagine like all the sweat and stuff under the weave. Okay, so washing is definitely a necessity.
Yeah, because then, and I mean, there's just some things that you have to do a little more of if you want the conveniences of wearing other people's hair and that kind of stuff. So you have to go the extra mile to keep your hair looking good if you really want to. I mean, if you really want to.
Okay.
And everybody doesn't really want to. They just say they want to, but they don't like to put in the time and do what they need to do in order for their hair to stay good.
So, Ivo has been doing hair since forever. He has been doing my hair, nails, and makeup since middle school. He is also responsible for my fabulous getup today. If the viewers would like to get in contact with you, how can they do so?
You can also reach me here at Salon Voxe or on Facebook at Ibo Tirado. Facebook / however you say it. I'm not really good with that stuff, but you can catch me on Facebook or Salon Voxe here in Winter Park. They would always forward the information to me. So yeah.
Great. Well, thank you for coming on my show.
You're welcome.
Go ahead and sign us off.
I'm Ivo.
And this is your girl JP.
And you're watching jampotTV.
Everybody make a funny face. Girl, that's sexy. That ain't funny.
Is it? We are here in Winter Park, Florida. Okay. Stop. Cut it out. Okay. Whew. The real reason I asked you to come on the show is because a lot of us women, we don't really understand simple health. Do a little dance for the camera. Okay. Bloopers. If you have a topic or someone you'd like to see on the show, email us at jampotTV@gmail.com or send us a tweet at jampotTV. Thank you for watching.